Hello lurkers, and hello you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm about to begin a Gentoo rescue adventure. It's a type of penguin, apparently, a Gentoo. Presumably that type of penguin. This is a puzzle game, one of those puzzle games full of the puzzles. I enjoy myself a puzzle game. But occasionally, my brain just doesn't work, and frustratingly, sometimes that'll happen in the very first stream, because I'll decide to play a puzzle game at midnight on a Sunday, and that's a stupid time, but I fancied it. So it's not that, it is a Friday after work, so probably not the best time, but I played the demo already, so I've got a bit of an advantage on some of these early puzzles. Let's show you. I also slightly... Well, I've got this schedule. I play all these games, and this is not one of all those games. I should finish a game before I start a new one, right? And you can see it on the forever list, which are games I sort of like have on semi-pause. There's a couple of puzzle games on there already, including Lingo, Isle of Sea and Sky. That one I really should finish before I really dive into this one. But I do like buying games, and I do like trying them out before I finish other games. I get distracted easily. Let's begin, shall we? This is a penguin. Now, I believe it is sliding all the way to the road, but we can't tell yet. It's teaching me things. And as far as I can tell, because this game's intimidating, because it seems to have a lot in it. But right now, she's teaching me about movement. We have ourselves Penguin, a new entry. Gentoo Rescue is about discovery, so you must perform an action before its journal entry is revealed. Use light bulb to see the entries needed for the current puzzle. It means discovery is needed for the current puzzle. That's getting interesting. There was this game called... There we go, we've gone up a level. There was this game called... What was it called? A whole can of wormholes, which I did complete. I very much enjoyed that one. But it had a button that said, hey, there's a gimmick here. Do you want to like a version of the level that only contains the gimmick so you can learn it easier? And I like that. Maybe it was a little bit too easy to just sort of be lazy and jump straight to the gimmick, but a lot of the time, especially later on in the game, that wasn't enough to even like spoil the level. I cannot leave. I am locked into that position now. We slide to the very end, and even though you think puzzles I can undo and I can reset, you think penguins would be quite good at there we go, dealing with cold water. These ones not so fun. There's a GR for Gentoo Rescue. We can switch between two penguins. Why is this important? So I've tried programming games in the past. I have not finished one, but yeah, I learned a bit of programming. I enjoyed it. Game Maker. It's not a real well, it is a real language. But you know what I mean. It's not like a real language. Okay, but the game I tried to design, the gimmick was that there was these objects. You're a platformer guy, and there was these objects, and you had a gun, and you could take the essence from that object, store it in your gun, and you could shoot it into other objects. So. Let's say there's clouds, two clouds in the sky, one that's see-through and one that's opaque. And you could stand on the opaque one. So you could pull the solidness and it would turn invisible. And you could shoot it into the invisible cloud and make it solid and use it to jump, right? This all worked. That wasn't the bit. But the problem with my idea is it required every single object in the game to be able to be every single other type of thing on the fly. And that was kind of complex, but like there was definitely a good idea in there, and I wish I finished it or got further. Anyway, the point I'm making is there's an animation of you pulling the soul out of the cloud and shooting it back in, and I made it so it was always a curve rather than a straight line, because straight line just looks bad. Though this game has more going to for it than graphics. Graphics is not the most important thing in the world. Animals can block each other. So we'll go up and go down. So yeah, you can sort of see like that they're looking up at me. There we go. Destructible wall. One time you see wall. I see, but we got blocked by a thing. Lovely. I should be trying to talk through what I'm thinking. Blockers. I believe the blue has to be last because it's reasonably easy to get the blue into a position. So obviously yellow has a place right there, but it doesn't mean yellow's not used for anything. So I can go there if I like. Time to use tile. Yeah, blue has to be done last because it's the only one that can go into their place without somebody blocking them. I can do this as well. But then I have to figure out what else to do. I mean, okay, I was just massively overthinking this. Okay. So, Exodus. The walrus must escape. So we need this one to be there. Then he can... No. You need to be there. You need to be the second place. We can do this, of course, but obviously he can't get out at that point. It means you have to be here, and you have to be... kind of have to be solved. To solve you, so I can solve you. Don't know what that bit outside does. Okay, so I'm looking at this square and I'm thinking, so I need to get in there, right? I don't know what that symbol means, but... cannot be selected. The grey ones cannot be selected. Look at this zooming in and out. Yeah, that one was quite clever. So yeah, when you bounce on the wall, I'm surprised that doesn't have a rule to it. You're going to fall down the hole unless it's clear for me to do that, so I had to clear up the 2 routes. Does that undo the level? No, it doesn't. That level is still done, even though I've reset out there. Interesting. So I'd have to use that penguin up there to get down there. Oh, that was not Gentoo Rescue, it was ground rules. Interesting. I see a rocket as well. Deception. Hammer ignores walls. Land 1 tile away from an obstacle. Okay, I was going to say, do I remember this or not? Okay, he is now trapped. So we have 2 levels we can choose between. I'm gonna go for John there. And then we could go straight into nails if we wanted. Push another and take their place. Okay. Nice. Animals cannot move from these tiles. Launched animals fly towards water. this one it said. This one's impossible. Interesting. There's a little spiral on it as well, I've noticed. Retrograde. Can't go right because we're trapped. So we have to pick up this. Animal can move backwards. Ah, yes. Oh, yes, of course. Okay. think it has to be blue that takes it. How do I get in there? I need the yellow. It's annoying that I can do that, but it means I can do the opposite, right? So yellow down the bottom, blue in the middle. Cool. I solved it backwards, but I will take it. It's totally what I meant to do. Sort of do that forever, but I really need to. It was only the red that was difficult. Lovely. Torsion. Okay, so the point of this area here is clearly just to do that, but with the yellow. The yellow has to go first. But I don't know how you get the blue there if I do that. How it's even possible. Cool. I'm gonna leave it there for the little test. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, this seems like an interesting game. It really is impenetrable from trailers as well, because there's, like, as you can probably guess, like 1,000 different gimmicks. So just like, well, they're moving and doing stuff, but I don't know what. But yeah, it feels like it's going to be a hard one. So I'm going to let it go here. Just a quick half an hour play.